Island is a fun place. If you are lucky enough, you will be able to see a group of dolphins on the sea. I'm Ling. Enjoy your time in Taiwan. Ciao! I am Ling. I love to travel, love wandering around Taiwan. Today, I'm an internationally famous diving paradise. I am on Green Island. Green Island is a small island located in the Pacific Ocean off the southeastern coast of Taiwan. The warm waters of Kuroshio Current have brought rich marine life to the island, especially in the colorful reefs around it. When on Green Island, the first thing to do is jump in the ocean. Green Island is Taiwan's most popular snorkeling and diving destination. The island's clear coastal waters make it easy to take in the vitality of the world on the ocean floor. All kinds of rare hard and soft coral can be found here, and the cute tropical fish are like me. They love to play in the sea. Wow! So many fish! I wonder if I have a pretty fish in their eyes. Coral reefs cover a large part of ocean floor around Green Island, making the waters here ideal for schools of fish of all kinds. That's why the island has over 10 coastal diving spots.
Okay, and now we go to the diving. Okay, so attention, don't touch any animal and the coral, right? So enjoy the underwater. Okay, let's go.
After suiting up, I'm ready to explore Green Island's beautiful sea floor. Let's go. Underwater, everything is breathtaking. Looking at the swimming schools of fish and playing with them, the underwater world of Green Island is like a palace of crystal, and it's no wonder that many who have come here to dive are obsessed with it. Wow, it's kind of nervous at the beginning, but after that, it's so fun. It's so fun, and I find a real Nemo in the water. Woo, cool. After touring the world-class waters around Green Island, it's time to take a world-class break. Let's go have a soak in some seaside hot springs. Supplied by sulfurous saltwater springs, the Zhaorer hot springs on Green Island are just one of 3 saltwater hot springs on Earth. The water here is clear without any sulfur smell, but it sure is salty. Besides the hot springs, you can also come here to prepare your own meal. Ta-da! It's ready to eat! Because the hot spring here are salt water, so the egg is a bit salty. Tastes good. Want to experience what it's like to soak in saltwater hot springs while admiring views of mountains and the sea? Want to know what it's like to be able to hear only the sound of your breathing as you take in the sights of amazing underwater world? Then you better check out Green Island.
Actually, in Taiwan, we do have the many beautiful places. especially for the ecotourism. And I only introduce some ecotourism for you.
Welcome to Taiwan. I'm Pauline. I love to ride bikes because I like the feeling of seeing what I want at my own speed. For this bike trip, I'm going to somewhere with many world-class natural attractions. Hualien.
Hualien is a great place. I think it's beautiful. We have the ocean here and then the mountains here and the cleanest air.
Hualien is Taiwan's largest county by land area, and some say that it's also one of the island's prettiest. It's worth mentioning that Hualien was voted 7th in Asia in TripAdvisor's Destinations on the Rise Awards in 2016. Torogu National Park, the East Rift Valley, and other scenic regions in Hualien all proved popular among netizens. And so our goal for today's trip is to visit some of these one-of-a-kind attractions. The path is called Yufu Bikeway. It's about 10 kilometers long. The coolest part is that it goes over a rising bridge. Doesn't that sound novel? Let's take a look. Located between Hualien's Yuli and Fuli townships, the Yufu Bikeway is a scenic road built along the route of an old railway line. Aside from its amazing scenery, the path also passes a geological site that's only one of its kind in the world. Look! One of my feet is on the Roshan Plate, another one is on the Philippine Sea Plate. So the section of bridge spans the fault at the boundary between Eurasian Plate and the Philippine Sea Plate, right?
Yeah, that's right. Every year, the ground here rises about 2 centimeters.
What an unforgettable experience! Riding on the fault between these two tectonic plates, and on this rising bikeway, miles of verdant rice paddies stretch out like puzzle pieces, creating a stunning collage and putting me in a good mood. Used to be an old train station. Stopping here, it feels like you're waiting for the next train to arrive. Yufu Bikeway is smooth and straight, letting travelers focus instead on the surrounding scenery. It's not too long before we reach the end of the path, Dongli cycling station. The old Dongli train station has been kept remarkably intact, but what is especially interesting to me is that there's a tree on the roof of the platform. Besides this meeting of architecture and modern nature, the platform at Dongli train station offers vast panoramas and the glimpses of the trains making their way through the rice paddies, making a must-see on your trip. At the end of my bike trip, I head back to Yuli, where I have a special local cuisine waiting for me. Local people recommend me this whale pancake. It's a great deal, and it's must-eat snacks when you come to Yuli. It's creamy, fantastic. It's been an unforgettable bike expedition in Hualien. If you also like to ride, come to Hualien to ride the Yufu Bikeway for yourself.
There are plenty of the video to introduce the Taiwan, and you can just tap the time for Taiwan, and you can look through all the video from the YouTube. Now I go back to the my PPT. And then now I will introduce some specialty for Taiwan. Actually, in Taiwan, we have the 29 epidemic species of the bird. I only introduce some more beautiful for you. this is the April plantain, and because he is beautiful, and so we just and this is as big as the more little bit bigger than the chicken. So we just draw those picture on the 1,000 Taiwan dollars. So at the beginning, I will show you on the 1,000 Taiwan dollars. This is the Jade Mountain, the top of the Jade Mountain, and this is the April plantic, because it work as an emperor. So we just count this as the like the one of the Taiwan bird, and also be drawn on the Taiwan paper, Taiwan money. And then there the other bird, very similar to the emperor paper. And the name of the blue burial present. They're a little bit different. You can see the tails. In the front one, the tail have the second, like this one. It's easy to distinguish it. And the other, they are no, they just like the regular tail, and it look like this. And the other is the Taiwan blue maple, as I will introduce for you in the other part. So this is his picture. This is male bird, and this is the bird they are flying. Because this is a little bit smaller than the chicken, but is we can count it as the big bird. And this is also the other, like the small bird, they named crushed brat, because this is like the crown. And this one, the 8-color bird. And the 8-color bird, he usually live on the near the ground of the tree, and is around like the 100 altitude of the sea level of the Taiwan, and because it's hard to see them, so all the picture be picked, be photos, all have the lot of the worm under his mouth, because only it is eating something, you can capture the picture. And then except the bird watching, the other ecotourism is the butterfly. And then this is we call the golden bird wing. Is the Taiwan, we can call it the Taiwan national butterfly. And it's rare now, so it's very precious. And the other is Asian swallowtail. This kind of swallowtail is very common in Taiwan, because the pupa of his food is the orange, the leaf of the orange. So if you raise an orange tree in your house, or lemon tree in your house, the mother of the swallowtail will come to dig their egg on the leaf. So you can see the pupa, they will come out. And after they grow up, it's like the butterfly as beautiful as this one. Because in the Taiwan, we have the over 400 butterfly in Taiwan. And if you are interested, maybe you can come here to visit the Taiwan, and we will introduce more butterfly for you. Also, I know maybe some of the other faculty will introduce the festival for you, but I will introduce some for you. One is for the boat Donglong King boat ceremony. is famous all over the Taiwan. In addition, the giant pupa decorated archway in front of the main door of the Donglong temple is made of the pure gold fuel. It is painted and spectacular. The usually they were built the wood boat. The boat can go to sail on the sea. But we have the special ceremony to burn the king boat. So after the demonstration of the boat for more than half a year, and then the boat will be burned. So on the original purpose of this rule was to send the plug gold out of the sea and the disease along with them. Today it is an activity held to pray for peace and good fortune. And the festival is held in the night of the lunar calendar. Actually, the lunar calendar is September. And usually for every 3 years they were held this special ceremony. So when the boat will be demonstrated, then the people will have the boat out of the Donglong temple and then go to the seashore. Then they pray to the god and burn this to the god. So we call it the Donglong King Boat ceremony. And also we do have the special the festival for the Taiwan International Balloon Festival. This is a big, beautiful, and colorful hot air balloon. Germany flows through the air, and the tourists hasten to catch a glimpse of the spanner or rider through the sky, taking in the beauty of the valley below. The hot air balloon trade has promoted the local tourism and is attractive. Taiwan International Balloon Festival, including a flying show, morning activity, balloon ride, a night glow music concert, or balloon wedding ceremony, and a summer activity. If you want to take the hot balloon, you only serve in the early morning and the evening because the food is good for you to ride the balloon. Then the other is the Fulong International Center Sculpture Art Festival. And using the golden sand of the Fulong Beach, the artists actually, and right now every year they will make the special festival. The festival this year will inaugurated Taiwan and the World Mountain and the bicycle tour. The artists will go to many schools in the country to teach the students to make and sand sculpture. And both international competition and the domestic competition will be held. The festival serves as the tag of which new and artists can fully express their capability. I think those two, they are from the professionals. And the other is the Penghu International Firework Festival. And the Penghu International Fire Festival is noted the only intensive attraction sited to the gallery portrait Penghu Island during the summer season, but it has become a spectacular thing that light up the evening sky over that people look forward to see every summer. Actually, at this time, if you go to the Penghu, you can every night you can see the firework on the sky. And then the time is the Yilan International Children Folk Walk and Folk Name Festival. A different theme based on the everlasting spiritual of the praying friendliness and the resulting creativity. The festival aimed to provide the children with a happy event to share with the parent and the friend, as well as befriend culture from around the world. The child theme event is one of the represented events of the UNICO's International Couple of Organization of Folk Festival and Folk Arts. And in the year of the 2010, there was the only one of its kind of the Asia to approved by the CIOFF International Festival. We have run this festival every year in the summertime. And now they have the traditional festival like the Chinese New Year. And because of the time limit, I will not introduce so many. I will only show you the picture. And we have a special event like on the day of the Lunar New Year night. The family will gather together, and usually they have the hot pot and the many delicious Taiwanese cuisine. Especially, you must have the fish. The fish, they have the similar word means you have lots of the fortune left over the night. So for the dinner of the New Year Eve, you must have the fish, and you cannot eat all of the fish. Usually, the mother of the mother will be keep the fish, you cannot eat it, and you should keep it in the refrigerator. After the New Year, usually for the second day after the New Year day, and you can eat the fish. Then they have a special Spring Festival carpet, and someone, if they have the good to write the caricature, you can write on the red paper. Usually now, people usually buy from the market. And also after that, the 50 days of the after the New Year, we have the Lantern Festival, and the Lantern Festival is known as the Little New Year. And aside from the usual worship of the god, we do have the different kind of, especially for the Yanshui firework festival, and they have the many firecracker over the. Usually they have the sky rock. They can connect the sky rock as the bean hive rock, and they can show as at the night they will burn their sky rock, and because it's very dangerous. So if you want to visit this activity, you should wear the helmet and the cotton mask, because they have lots of air pollution. So you should, and the reason for wear the cotton mask because they have a lot of fire, easy to burn. So you must wear the cotton mask and the cotton coat. The coat should is prohibited to be burned, or a cotton scarf and the cotton glove, because the rock maybe going inside your clothes, or the cotton trousers with the draw skin, because some of the rock will go through your body, and also sport shoes. The reason for the sport shoes is because you should, it's very dangerous. You should run. So for sport shoes, it's easier to run when the dangerous firecracker come in. And we do have the other kind, the landscape that we usually have the scene lantern display of the folk art. And like the CNN say, it's the most beautiful art in the world. And we held this lantern festival each year in many places of the Taiwan. So this is the lantern from this Disney World. It's in Taichung area last year. Also in the Pingxi, we do have the Sky Lanterns Festival. They actually all the year round you can have the sky lantern in the Pingxi area. So this is especially for the Lantern Festival. So there are so many people crowded together to fly the sky lantern. And then you can see they have written some word on the sky lantern. That means if you have any wish, you can write on the paper of the lantern. And when the sky lantern going up the sky, because it close to the God will give you all the dream come true. And we also have a special festival we call the Master Burning of the Master Handan. And the Handan is a god. We call it the name of the Zhao Gongmin. When the Master Handan makes his annual inspection tour of the earliest world, crowd turn out of the pray for his blessing of the god fortune. And one of the day, the festival master of the Handan will join. They will join the tour on the community by God from out, and especially this they be held in the is a part of the Taiwan in the Taitung area, and so you can see because the time is limited, we only show you the picture. So this is one man will sit on the people will hold him, and the firecracker will throw on his body because he represented God, so he will not feel hurt. So they also have a street parade like the 8th general dance. Also, we do in the May, Lunar New Year, May, we have Dragon Boat Festival. Maybe because the time limited, the other faculty will introduce for you. And also we have the Zhongyuan Universal Celebration Ceremony. Actually, we call it a Ghost Festival because every year in the lunar candidate, the lunar July, the ghost will come out. All the hunger ghosts at the temple of the temporary lie a table up in the front of the home. So the people will pray. They will put a lot of the delicious food in front of the temple to treat it all the hunger ghost. Because the ghost will only come here once a year. Also have the water lantern. So they after the purpose of it is to help to light the way for the lost soul in the water, call the soul to come on the land to enjoy the offering represented from them, and pray for the early presentation of this soul. And it is also sent the future lantern float on the water. Also, we do have the Zhongyuan ceremony, the clapping with the ghost. The clapping with the ghost is a pole climbing competition held during the ghost month, and in Taiwan it is carried out. Now they have the race each year, so you should climb the bamboo and go to the top. The first one will get a lot of the money, and this everyone will come here. But they will pour the oil on the bamboo. It's hard to climb it. Because the time is up, so the class is go here. So I think the other faculty will introduce the other part of the Taiwan for you. So now time is limited, time is up. So do you have any question? If you are not, so we will stop here. So do you have any question? No, okay.
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Yes, I would like to ask a question. What do you think is the biggest challenge for Taiwan tourism right now, besides the COVID-19 pandemic? Thank you.
Well, because now in Taiwan, we do the COVID-19 is no problem for us in Taiwan. So the Taiwan people can travel freely all over the Taiwan, inside of Taiwan. But the most challenging is for the travel agency, because people cannot, although the other country may be open to the tourists to visit them, but it's still dangerous to visit the other country. So for the travel agency, they do have the problem, because they cannot, although Taiwan people like to travel inside of the island, but they usually go to visit all the places by themselves. So the travel agency have the problem to make the money. So, but our government, they have give some special project for people to visit by the travel agency to get it, and let them to make the money. So it's good for, it's enough for you.
Okay, so it's more the problem for the travel agency.
Yeah, now the travel agency have more problems now. Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, so time's up. So if you have any problem, you are welcome to continue our class later. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. I don't know how to close it.